green light.
Is it?
Just stay in this lane now. Hiya guys, and welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Amin, and today I'm doing a mock test with Jay. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Amin.
So you've been set out by your wife to do a mock test.
Yes.
You've currently got a provisional license.
That's correct.
But you are an experienced driver.
Yeah, I have driven car in India and here as well a little. Yes.
So yeah, you've when you were on your international license, you did a bit of driving, but you've never done a driving lesson.
Never.
Okay.
This is the first time mock test.
And you've done your theory test, so you're planning on doing your practical test whenever you can get it.
Very soon, yeah. As soon as I get it.
Okay. So today is all about just kind of seeing where you're at.
Yeah. Seeing where I'm at, what are the best things I'm doing, what are the wrong things I'm doing, and planning to do it as soon as
just basically figure out what you need to work on in terms of you going and doing a test next week, let's say.
That's
okay.
Right.
All right. Have you ever seen any of the videos and kind of know what to expect?
Yeah, I was seeing a video this morning as well. So yeah. While coming here, I was just watching a few of yours, so yes.
Oh, I see. So she did prepare you a little bit to say, hey, this is what you're going to be doing.
Mainly on the lanes and looking here and there and the maneuver and all those things.
Okay,
the
good.
Main things, yeah.
Okay, you've done all your prep.
Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about today and how it's going to go. Throughout the drive, I want you to follow the road ahead. Whenever I need you to turn, I'm going to tell you in plenty of time. If I'm not saying anything, it just means go straight. We are going to start off with a bit of independent driving, which is where I'm going to get you to follow the sat-nav for a little while. And then I'll give you normal instructions thereafter. We're going to do one manoeuvre. We may also do the emergency stop, similar to everything that you've seen. Okay.
Sure.
Before we get started, I'm going to get you to answer a quick question and then one whilst you're driving as well.
Okay.
So for your tell me question, could you tell me, how would you know if there was an issue with your anti-lock braking system?
I will get a marking here.
Yeah, what would it be?
Something related to ABS.
Perfect. All right, sounds great.
Thank you.
All right, so whenever you're ready, good luck. We're going to get started.
Sure. Can I start it then?
Yes, you can. So just start the car first.
Okay.
For anyone that's new to watching these videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, select that bell icon so that you get a notification, and we are off. So whenever you're ready, Jay, let's drive off.
Let's get going.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another mock test. If you enjoy watching this content, don't forget to press that like button, and thank you so much for all your continued support. Now, as you can see right here, Jay did not check his right blind spot when moving off from this position, and he also did not indicate and there was traffic coming towards us. Just briefly put on a signal when moving off like this. If you could pull in and park up on the left, just behind that white car, leave enough space to move away, and don't worry about the driveways, okay? Just go up a bit further. That's fine there, thank you. Just leave enough space to move away. Just like that. Thank you. Drive off when you're ready. So during your driving test, your examiner will be asking you to park up a few times and then simply telling you to move off again. In this case, Jay does not check his blind spot towards the road again and moves off without an indicator. In this case, we were definitely hidden, so he should have indicated. So Jay's currently following directions on the sat-nav, and in the distance, the road is bending towards the left. He's now put on a left indicator, which is not necessary at this point. It doesn't exactly go down as a fault, as nobody was affected by this, but the signal was not necessary as this is a bend.
At the end of the road, turn left, A4020, then turn right.
So the second turn is very close, so it's a left and then a right, okay?
Okay, and we have to go to the opposite side.
Turn left, then turn right.
At this point, we're turning left and then immediately turning right. So in this case, Jay needs to make a really wide left turn to end up in the right-hand lane in the new road. He still turns into the left-hand lane and then gradually moves across and gets marked down for this, as the vehicle behind doesn't realise that we're actually trying to turn right. So you need to be planning ahead for things like this.
Turn right. the end of the road, turn right.
So let's talk about steering with one hand. As you can see, Jay's only using his right hand on the steering wheel and it is quite low. So we're currently in a 20 miles per hour zone and he does have good control, but you want to try and make sure you've always got both hands on the wheel unless you're changing gears. The issue with having one hand on the steering wheel is if your hand slips, you do not have control over where the car is going.
Turn right.
When it comes to dealing with pedestrians at junctions, always go with the safest option possible. So here Jay is waiting for this man, but the man decides not to cross and actually ushers us across. So Jay went forward, and as we've gone forward, you can see the man is crossing behind the car instead. You just want to make sure you're not inviting pedestrians into the road, as you're now taking on the responsibility that the road is safe. Now ahead of us we've got a zebra crossing and we're currently driving during that morning rush hour when schools are really busy. So this pedestrian crossing was extremely busy. Make sure when you're approaching you scan both sides, and even as you're waiting, continue to scan both sides before you continue. Now at this point it may seem like we waited a little while, but actually we needed to wait the whole time as it was not safe to continue before this. The driver behind us does get slightly impatient. So during this time there's lots of meeting situations and you want to make sure you're leaving a good hold back position from the vehicle in front. This way you can see the road ahead more easily and you can get out from this position. Now at this point Jay was a little unsure whether he should continue, as he could see some more vehicles in the distance. But you want to make sure you're also making progress, otherwise you're going to end up getting stuck.
Do you think we should go?
Whatever you think is safe. It's just that morning rush, isn't it?
Yeah, and the school time.
Yeah.
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
Hopefully we've taken the right turn.
Right, Jay, if you could pull in and park up on the left anywhere safe. Thank you. Drive off when you're ready.
All right. Just let me know and then. It was a nice idea to clear off the traffic.
So by this point, Jay has got 3 minor faults for moving off safety. Now this could have easily been a serious fault, so make sure you're always checking your blind spot towards the road. In this case, we're parked on the left-hand side, so you want to be checking over towards the right, which is where the danger is. Okay, that'll be the end of your independent driving. I'm going to give you directions as normal from now on, okay?
Okay.
At the end of this road, turn left, please.
Turn left.
As we get to the end of this road, Jay does not follow the corner round towards the left. You can see he straightens up the wheel and it actually looks like we're going into that road that's in front of us. As we came out from this position, this causes us to swing out across the centre line and then eventually he comes back into the left-hand side. Now this could have easily gone into a serious or dangerous fault if there was traffic on the opposite side of the road. Ahead of us we've got a traffic light crossing, which is a pelican crossing, and as we're approaching it was flashing amber. Now when it's flashing amber, if there's nobody in the road you can continue. Jay ends up stopping. Now as we're waiting, the traffic light on the left hand side is not working, but you can clearly see the traffic light on the right hand side is green. Make sure you're scanning both sides. Jay ends up waiting until the traffic lights go back to red. It's a green light.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just changed now. The one on the left, I don't know why, it just wasn't working.
Yeah, it
but
wasn't working.
The
so-
one on the right was working.
My bad.
We can continue when it starts flashing.
Okay.
We can continue.
Let's go.
At the roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead, second exit. Now approaching this roundabout, we're going straight ahead. There are signs on the left-hand side and road markings telling you need to be in the right-hand lane. So on approach of this, you will be expected to move into the right-hand lane by using your mirrors and continuing ahead from that lane.
Really busy area.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be this busy this morning. I will tell you whenever I need you to turn, okay?
Sure.
If you can just take the next road on your right into that car park just there, turn right please.
Okay.
Approaching this right turn into the car park, Jay gets marked down for cutting corners. He needed to continue a little bit further to the point of turn and then turn right. You can see here he's cutting into the opposite side of the road and then goes back onto his side. And then turn left in here. Alright, now if you can just take your time. Now what we're going to do now is I'd like you to forward park into a space of your choice. Just make sure you finish within the yellow bricks so you can see them in between.
Okay.
So you want to be between those lines, okay? In one bay.
Wherever I want.
In any one of the bays on this side, yeah. In the first half. Before doing a forward bay park, I would use an indicator in the direction that I'm going and check all around before going forward. Just on this side, yeah?
The back side?
This bay, or not that one.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
these ones, yeah. At this point, Jay was in the space, but he was slightly overhanging the space in front. Now he decided to reverse, and before reversing, you should check all around, including your blind spots left and right. Unfortunately, Jay does not look around and he gets a serious spot for this. He reversed solely using his mirrors and the reversing camera. That's fine there, thank you.
I'll just quickly check if that's in the
Okay.
right. think all I need to do is move it a little bit forward.
That's fine there, thank you. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, otherwise we are good.
Okay.
Shall we start?
Okay, whenever you're ready, we're going to reverse out of the bay.
Okay.
And then exit the car park. Now this car park has a one-way system, so you can see in the interior mirror that you have to go towards the left, which means you're going to be reversing towards the right. Jay does start to reverse the wrong way, and I did have to tell him to readjust to go the other way. But make sure you're looking out for road markings. It's a one-way system, yeah?
So from here only?
Yeah, so no, you need to turn the other way. It's a one-way.
Okay.
It's fine, just drive straight through that. Just drive straight and then go around.
Got it. Sorry for that.
That's okay. And then when we get to the very end, turn right, please.
Right, okay.
So when it's safe to do so, Jay, I'd like you to demonstrate how you would wash the rear windscreen.
Okay.
With operating the ancillary controls, Jay does not actually turn on the rear washer. He ends up turning on the front washer and then the rear wiper, but never actually washes the rear window. As long as you've got good control, this is not going to be marked down as a serious fault. So just make sure you're aware of the controls in your vehicle, but your examiner will simply tell you where they are or simply ask you again later. The roundabout, we're going to be taking the second exit.
From this roundabout, second
take
exit.
the second exit towards Yedding, okay? Don't worry about the other controls for now, we'll go back to them later.
Okay.
Take the exit to Yedding, second exit. As we're approaching this roundabout, the left-hand lane says Ying, which is the exit towards Yedding. Jay ends up starting in the right-hand lane. Now, as we enter this roundabout, he realizes he's in the wrong lane, and at first the left-hand lane was completely clear. So as long as it's clear and you check your mirrors and you move back into the left, that's completely fine. But at this point, Jay doesn't actually move over towards the left. He waits until the exit is a little bit closer. Now, this is where you don't really want to be moving over, especially when there's lots of traffic around you. At this point, it would have been safer to just continue taking the wrong exit. Don't try and change lanes in front of traffic, as you will get a serious fault for this. Just stay in this lane now. Just stay in this lane now. At the traffic lights, turn left, please. You can just pull it out completely
Sure.
and just push it away. That's it. Okay, now when we get to the roundabout, I'd like you to turn right. It's the third exit.
Okay. Third exit.
Yes, third exit right. So we want to end up over there. Now this roundabout's usually very busy, but as we got right to the top of the roundabout, Jay happened to find a gap straight away. You want to make sure you go into the roundabout really confident as we are crossing 3 lanes of traffic. Once in the roundabout, Jay does go round a little bit slow. Now what this does is you can see the traffic on the left hand side is starting to enter as we're going round. Now this traffic will be behind us as we've gone past them, and you can see in the interior mirror they are driving quite close up behind, especially because Jay has now gone into the overtaking lane. Ahead of us, we've now got a 50 miles per hour road and the traffic behind is just trying to hit that speed. So it would have been safer to try and switch back towards the left in the roundabout and go around the roundabout a bit more confidently at a speed that you can control safely. Take the exit just coming off there.
Okay. Traffic again.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at this little bit. This is the last of it though. So how do you find driving in England or in London for that matter right now?
Yeah, there are a lot of things to be taken care. That's what I am feeling, and in this traffic more.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've missed a lot. I'm recalling now that I've missed a couple of points.
How would you say this driving compares to India driving that you've done before?
That's not driving, I would say.
Oh, I see.
This is driving. That's just moving with your vehicle wherever you want, wherever you have the space, just take it.
I always like to say that India is organized chaos. That's kind of the best way to describe it.
In terms of driving, yes.
Yeah.
We'll merge in the lane.
Because even though there's so much going on, it just seems to work.
Yeah.
Nobody crashes into one another, and if they do, they just kind of get on with it.
Yeah.
And they you don't really get road rage in India. I don't see it.
No.
Whereas here, the smallest inconvenience
will be a big horn.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be taking the next available road on the right, okay?
Right, okay.
And park on that left hand side before the red car, just in that space there, would be perfect. Just kind of slow it right down as we're going to be leaving the car here for a little while, okay?
Sure.
And just move away with the front, and just keep going forward ever so slowly. And stop there, please. Okay, so that's the end of your driving test.
Thank you so much.
How was your drive, Jay?
Yeah, it was fine, but it was tough on the other hand because of the traffic and school kids and a lot of things.
You say traffic, but you handled the traffic well. There were no issues when there was traffic.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for that. I'm sure that I've made some mistakes, but I'll be able to recall them slowly, and obviously after watching the video, I'll get to know a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Okay, so this is your driving test today, and unfortunately you didn't pass. And I'm really surprised with the mistakes that did happen.
Okay.
Okay, the major mistakes. So the first one was that traffic light.
The one, yeah.
Yeah? I know the one on the left-hand side wasn't working, but your mistake happened even before that traffic light wasn't working. When we were approaching that traffic light, what was happening to those lights? They were flashing. Now you've just done your theory test.
Yeah. I would have gone when they were flashing.
There you go. They're flashing amber. That's a Pelican crossing. There's nobody on the road. You needed to go. The bus driver behind you was patient.
Okay.
And then we waited, it was flashing, and then it went green, and this one wasn't working, but that one was green.
Okay, so we waited again, and then...
it went red again, and then we went after. So that was the first serious fault.
Okay.
Okay? Besides that, you did have a few minor mistakes before this, because I asked you to park up a few times, right? I wanted to see how you're moving off. Control of your car's great, but every time you moved off, you didn't signal.
Oh.
I would signal, just especially when you're hidden behind a car.
Yeah, a little and then go.
Yeah, that's it, just a little. But you moved off all 3 times with no blind spot check. Yeah? If you look in that right hand mirror, can you see the white car, right?
Yeah, I can.
If you turn around over your shoulder, can you see that black Golf?
I can't.
You can't see it.
Yes, I can't see it, yeah.
So you see why we needed to check. So right now we've got a whole car there, but we could have had a junction, we could have had a cyclist, we could have had a motorbike, anybody. It just depends on the kind of situation that we're in.
Correct. Those things I haven't checked.
So getting the same fault over and over will give you a habitual serious fault. So blind spots are a big thing. It's one of the top 10 reasons why people fail, probably in the top 3 as well. Blind spots. Okay. Check them before you're moving off from the side.
All right.
Then later on, you remember when we were approaching that big roundabout and I said, let's go towards Yedding? You went into the right-hand lane, but on the left lane it said Ying. So that was the Yedding lane. Now going in that lane, it was like, oh, this is not going to be great. When you went into the roundabout, you actually moved off in 2nd gear successfully, so well done. But just be careful with that because it was on a hill. As soon as we entered that roundabout, the left lane, like the middle, was empty. I would have checked if it's clear, nobody around you signal, and just kind of move over across if you know it's definitely clear. But you didn't move over.
I was in the right lane still.
Yeah. But then near the end, you're now thinking, oh, I'm going to move over, and now there's traffic.
That has come.
That's the worst time to move over. Because then you gave yourself a serious fault there for moving over in front of that Qashqai. I know you're signalling, but yes, does he want to let you in? Does he want to be inconvenienced?
I have to signal before.
Yeah.
Not that time, yeah.
You should have just moved over when the roundabout was clear, not when there's traffic. Don't even try and change direction if you go the wrong way.
Got it.
It's better to just go the wrong way. That's why I didn't say anything at that point.
Okay.
Earlier, you made a right corner cut when you turned into the car park.
Okay.
So make sure we go a bit further and then turn in. Okay. The parking was nice, you were in the bay, but again, when you reversed, you didn't look around, and a lady had just walked behind the car just before that. So every time you're about to reverse, you want to check what's here and here, because again, these areas are not covered in the mirrors. The parking was nice though, you were in the bay. That big roundabout we did right at the end, where we were taking the 3rd exit. A few times we got quite lucky with the gaps that we were getting, but I feel like you were moving in so slowly, you just need to kind of take the opportunities a bit quicker sometimes. That roundabout, I've never seen it that empty. You literally went there and there's no cars, and you kind of went in merrily. And then as soon as we entered, did you see the cars from the left started moving in?
A lot.
We needed to kind of be a bit more confident to take that and just kind of get on with it. At speed you can handle, of course. And then as we're going round, your lane split and you went into the overtaking lane, which is fine, but it just made everything harder when we were trying to exit. The great thing was you were checking your mirrors, you were making progress, but it was very slow. So I would focus on just kind of speeding up, getting off and just getting onto this road, and then switch over when you're at the right speed.
Got it.
Because people behind were getting a bit impatient, weren't they?
Got it.
It was a challenging drive, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that was an easy mock test at all, but you did do a lot of good things in there. But I was quite surprised at the faults that we did get. Because I know you kept saying that, oh, there's so much traffic, and that was really difficult because of the traffic. But all those busy bits where the meetings and all of that happened, that was fine. You remember earlier you said, oh, should I wait? And then I said, do what's safe. It's because, well, we kind of needed to keep going. Because if we keep waiting, they're just going to keep coming.
Correct.
And then that white, I think it's a white Audi, she was nice and she waited for you.
Yeah.
So that was fine.
Yeah, so
Be
on
confident
the easy,
as well.
On the easy things, I was not confident, but on the difficult ones, I was.
Yeah.
A little,
On the challenging parts, like the meeting, stopping, starting, that was all really good. Good use of mirrors, in and out, moving, making space. Keep both hands on the wheel. On the lower speeds, you were kind of using one hand, which is fine. But when we got to the bigger roads, you did kind of use both hands. But just be mindful not to kind of rest your hand like this, or just hold your hand quite low. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much.
If you get, like, firstly watching this video start to finish, it will make a lot more sense.
Correct.
But you need to be a bit more confident and just drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confidence is the key now.
That's it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
But you're
Aman.
really not that far off at all.
Okay.
Brush it up. Apply your theory. You've got this.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. If you have liked this video, don't forget to press that like button, subscribe if you're new, select the bell icon so that you get notification, and let us know what you thought of today's video. That's it guys, bye!